Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle is on the El Haluf map. We've got Krazib from Lemon Clan. He's in the tier 10 Swedish tank destroyer, the Striv 103B. He's got 2 marks on it already, so we'll see if you can improve that. He's platoon with I'm Hero, who's in the Leopard 1, and they've already spotted the enemy light tank, the Sheridan, so just lining him up, puts a shot into him, nice high roll, but of course he got spotted, so he's just taking up a defensive position here just to stay out of trouble. Alright, it's quite a few enemies spotted, but no possible targets just yet. Should be dark by now, but no one should be spotting him, you would hope. Okay, that's his platoon mate just getting a bit of damage there from the Leopard. So he's just pulling back here to see if we can get a different angle here. You see he's running experimental mobility device that will improve both his forward and reverse speed, of course. Not quite as much as a dedicated turbo, but it also helps with rotation. And as Striv, particularly in siege mode, that's very helpful. Only taking up 1 slot. That allows him to run ventilation and a gun rammer. He's using mounting devices for those. He's already upgraded his experimental mobility device as well, so getting the maximum out of it. And he's running a gun rammer directive as well. It's orderly stowage, I think it's called. That will give you another couple of % worth of improvement. Alright, T1 10E4 coming in. No, not getting spotted here. The range is enough to not get spotted. Gets 2 shots in before it disappears. And got an IS-4 being punished a bit. He's already lost quite a bit of health. And having said that, the team has lost a bit of health now. They're about 4k of damage behind the enemy side. And it's quite early in the game, so they've lost a bit of health from probably the heavy tanks up there. Yeah, they've already lost 2 tier 10 heavy tanks. It's a bit unfortunate, and a E3, so that is really unfortunate. Alright, so coming up here, can he get some shots on the enemy? Turns around, gets into siege mode, lines him up. Yes, got a few things here. Goes after the I-7. And he's just switching targets to the Super Conch. The I-7 pulls back, and so is the Super Conch, and he goes after the I-7. Now, I just wonder if you put 2 shots into the first one, whether the other ones would be withdrawing, and you might get a bit more damage out of it. But nonetheless, yes, they are disappearing, which is probably going to help the Badger there and the 60 TP. That's brought him up to just under 2.4k of damage, so doing pretty well. Again, we're still only in the 4th minute of the game. So the DPM on the Striv is actually quite excellent, as is the aiming point. Dispersion on this tank is quite good, particularly in siege mode. You don't lose any dispersion as you're rotating and that sort of thing. It's one of the benefits of the siege mode on this particular vehicle. Alright, so he pulled back. He wasn't getting any targets, but looks like he thinks he might get another opportunity here. And in fact, yes, here comes one of the I-7s, and that's the Jagdpanzer. Puts a shot into the I-7, doesn't get spotted. He does pull back though, just in case. But, alright, okay, enemy tanks have moved forward and gone out of range into hard cover. So can't do any more damage there. And Krazib is not a player who wants to hang around and wait too long. He wants to look for other opportunities to do damage, so can he do by relocating? Now, in terms of the damage differential, it has decreased, so the team's not that far behind there, but they are 3 tanks behind in terms of kills. So I think Crazy has sensed that this game they might be overrun, particularly the heavy line there. There's no one really there to stop them. They've lost all of their heavy tanks. Every single one has been killed. It's an all tier 10 battle, as you can see, but they retain a number of their medium tanks, 2 TDs, and they've still got their Manticore, whereas the enemy have lost their light tank. So there's a little bit of an advantage in one sense, but they can't afford to lose too many more tanks. They need the enemy to sort of push in, and that's what Crazy is hoping for. That they'll just keep coming down that line. Looks like the Super Conqueror is coming up the hill here, wants to use his gun depression and strong turret armour to take out the tanks on the perimeter here. But Crazy here in this defensive position has got good coverage of the whole area. Just needs some spotting, and the Manticore doing his job. Oh, okay, he's lined up the Super Con, gets a nice shot into the side of the turret. 1, maybe 2 more shots there. In fact, just looking at his damage output, he's got the most damage from his first shot. Now that's unusual, firing at the middle of the I-7 and doesn't even hit it. So a wasted shot there, that's unfortunate, that's just very unusual for a strip. Now luckily there's no Artie in the game, otherwise he would be in real trouble here. But can he pick up more damage out of this I-7? He's gone behind cover there. And they're down to 4 tanks now, so this is getting pretty dicey. Oh, the I-7 trying to do more damage. That Guerrilla 15 working hard, it would appear. Although no one left on the team has got any kills. That's interesting. Now the Caro 45-2, that's another miss. Again, that's really unfortunate for the strip, just not in character, or the Guerrilla's lost a lot of health there. Possibly an E3 punishing him. Oh, now he's got the I-7 again. This time he doesn't aim properly and he hits it. Explain that for me. I just don't get that. But nonetheless, any damage is good damage. The I-7 can only take 1 more hit. Oh, enemy strip crossing here. Can he get a hit in? Yes, nice shot on the move. It's a damage roll back into the 400s, but they've lost their Guerrilla 15 now. So down to 3 tanks. The enemy's still got a whole bunch. So it's 8 enemy tanks versus 3. Now this is not going to turn out well, the way it would appear. So just again relocating a little bit as they know what his position was, and oh, enemy Supercop just misses out on a shot there. Big shot goes in, that looked like the Manticore doing that. And I'm Hero and the Leopard 1 takes out the Vickers 3, so that's another useful kill. And that I-7 just behind stuff. Now you could shoot a HE shell into where the I-7 is hiding, but probably not a good use of time there. And I'm Hero takes out another tank, so that's a useful thing, but unfortunately he goes down to an FE. So now it's just Crazy and the Manticore. Enemy Leopard there, can you put a shot into him? Yes, nice shot. Just threads that one, and again, like in full sight of an I-7 and you can't hit it, and it gets maximum range shot into the Leopard. That is right on the edge of draw range. Again, sometimes this game is a bit baffling in terms of how RNG affects yourself, and that's why some people get a bit mad at it. But Crazy now has racked up 4k of damage. Here comes the enemy Struve again. Puts a shot into him, tracks him, but it's only the Manticore to help him out, and he's gone down below the line of the hills. In fact, takes out Leopard 1. So Krazib now has got tanks coming from all directions. However, a few of them are quite damaged, so that's good to know. The Jagdpanzer E100 there, only on a 43. There's the enemy Struve who's coming up. Gets spotted, bounces in coming around. They bounce each other, and he's got to go after him now. Goes for the commander's hatch. Gets the kill. So far, Krazib doing really well. He hasn't lost any hit points at all. That shot came in on his tracks. Oh, here's the I-7. Now, he can take a bit of damage here. He's got hit points to spare, but he's 1v5 at the moment. He was 1v5 before he killed the strip. So this is on for a Kolobanov's. And again, lucky that I-7 not managing to damage him. Gets the kill, goes through the front sprocket, no problem. So it's now him versus 3 TDs. Anyway, the Jagdpanzer's on very low health. And here he is, lines him up. Can he do some damage? Yeah, the Jagdpanzer shot goes high and his shot travels true. So that's now 2 remaining tanks. So Krazib now on 3 kills. He's got 2 more tanks to go. Now we don't know the state of either of those. It appears that there's 3k of hit points left on the enemy side, but for unspotted tanks, you can't really tell until they get spotted. And he's getting some exhortations from his team in chat. Very nice to get support from your team members. And Krazib, not one to panic in these situations. He's a very experienced player. And we know he does well in just about any tank he plays. You've seen quite a few of his battles on this channel, so take that to heart that he is not going to throw his tank away. He's got full hit points. He can afford to take a hit from the E3 probably, would be his preference rather than the FV. But again, we don't know the state of them. Now, it's a bit unfortunate, damages his tracks, but he's not using his repair kit. He's coming to this middle position. Oh, there you go. As I say, this will allow him to spot both sides. And there's the FD 455 on very low hit points. Takes him out. So now it's just the E3 left. And he's backing up. But where is the E3? Now, could be putting a hit to him right now. The E3 will know this has been spotted if he's paying attention. He's heading towards the last known position. Okay, so he was climbing the hill, so he's probably heading for the cap area. And now it is 1v1. He's actually got more hit points than the E3, if that damage total is to be believed. And he's still not quite hitting the high caliber award yet. You can just see top of the screen there. He needs another 997 hit points of damage there, but there's certainly enough here if he's going to win this game. To get the high caliber award, so fingers crossed there. But 5.3k, did put some blind shots in. We don't know if they connected, but we'll check at the end of the battle. Alright, now cap time has just gone off, so we know where the E3 is. Who's going to spot who first is the question. The E3, if he's static, and if he's got binocs, might do that. Oh, no, there we go. So we should know he's spotted now, but doesn't know where from. Krazib's got a nice side shot into it. He's going for the tracking shot. That didn't do it, but he's still not spotted. E3 now, it's got the front of the E3. That is a bit much harder target, particularly at range, to get to the sweet spot on the front. It's got a very strong frontal armour, particularly even the lower plate. Okay, he's been spotted now. It does take a hit, there you go. But he's still got over 1,000 hit points now. He can't be killed by the second shot. It's going to take 3. This is where the DPM of the strip comes out. You can take one more hit. As you can see where he's shooting, it's just on the side of the lower plate. One more shot. Does take another big hit, 935, but he gets the kill. And that is the end of the game. That's a Kolobanov's. Great result there, Krazib. Let's go and have a look at the details. Okay, so 6.6k of damage. That's earned him the high caliber awards we saw. 5 kills, He's got the Confederate Award and the much prized Kolobanov's Medal. That's for winning the game when you are the only tank surviving against at least 5 enemy tanks, and that's exactly what he did. That's earned him the Ace Tanker Award as well. So let's have a look at the team score. So 1252, slightly lower than you might expect, but the Strip 103B, not well played tank generally. But look at his damage there, is nearly twice the Leopard tank that was his platoon mate. So between them, they've done just nearly 10k of damage between them, which is outstanding. And only 2 other tanks getting over 2k, being the TVP and the Guerrilla 15 getting nearly 4k. So excellent assistance by those players, but not picking up a lot of EXP for that. The Badger, not doing a lot of damage, but must have got a lot of spotting and probably 4 crazy. He's got nearly 900. It's got 921 EXP, so getting a good result out of that. The enemy side, the Super Conqueror coming out on top there with 3.8k. The Caro getting 4.5k. Also excellent play there. The Udas probably picking up some spotting damage. So all those players in the Jagdpans are even doing well. So the enemy team, yeah, really on top for quite a while. And unless Crazy and his platoon mate, I'm Hero, were there, it would have been a solid loss. But these guys basically pulled it out. So that is the team score and the team behaviour. Let's have a look at the details. So 28 hits out of that, so excellent output from the Striv. We know how good it is at damage per minute. 23 hits out of that. We did see some obvious misses that should have been hits, but the penetrations, 20 out of that, that gave him his damage total. And with some battle payments running, that still wasn't enough to mitigate the loss. All that ammunition he spent, all premium of course, but that's what he's trying to do, is get his 3rd mark on the tank, so a loss of 98k. But that is certainly tolerable for a player of his output. He can certainly make up that money very quickly. Anyway, another great game from Crozip. Hopefully you got something out of that. This is another excellent addition to the channel. So if you got some enjoyment out of that, or you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can have a look at doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.